So we're still waiting for Icejade Ron to be released to complete Icejades. The deck is just too janky without it, but let's take a look at some combos we can do now. So here we will normal summon Deep Sea Diva and special summon Guitar from the deck. Guitar will then banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck equal to the number of water monsters you control. If you happen to have other water monsters in your hand, you may want to special summon them before you summon Guitar so you can banish up to 5 cards from the top of your opponent's deck. We can then use Guitar to double the level of a monster you control. We'll change Diva to level 4. Then we'll synchro summon into a level 7 Deep Sea Prima Donna. We'll add one of the banished cards to our opponent's hand. And then summon a level 4 or lower water monsters from the deck. And because Aegriocassis was summoned, we can add an Icejade spell or trap card from the deck to the hand. Using Prima Donna and Aegriocassis, we can then synchro summon into an Icejade Gymir. On the following turn, we'll be able to special summon Marince's Coral Anemone, then use its effect to special summon Deep Sea Prima Donna from the graveyard, and then use Deep Sea Prima Donna to target another banished card to add to their hand, so we can special summon another water monster from the deck. If we use it to special summon Aegriocassis from the deck, we can then go into another level 10 synchro. Here we'll go into a Sword Soul Chengying, and because we have Guitar in the graveyard, we'll be able to activate Guitar's effect, banishing it from the graveyard to increase the attack of one of our monsters by 100 for each banished card. So then we can trigger Social Chengying so we can banish 1 card on the field and 1 card in the graveyard. And because we'll be banishing plenty of monsters with Guitar, Gymir, and Chengying, when we equip Aegriocassis to any of our Icejade monsters, they'll be able to get a significant boost to their attack and defense. So this combo line is useful if your Deep Sea Diva gets negated by Ash or Imperm. You can activate Ready Fusion, special summoning a level 6 fusion from the extra deck, Roaring Ocean Sea Snake, and then synchro summoning with Diva into a level 8 synchro, into a Cell Synchro Stardust Dragon. A Cell Synchro can then special summon a level 2 or lower tuner from the graveyard, so we'll special summon Deep Sea Diva. And then we can synchro summon into our Icejade Gymir. Now we'll look at another combo involving our Ready Fusion. We'll then activate Ready Fusion to special summon the best monster of 2017, Sea Monster of Theseus. And because all of our monsters are water, we can special summon Abyss Shark, use Abyss Shark to add Crystal Shark to the hand. And you may be tempted to go in Gymir, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to special summon Crystal Shark from the hand with Icejade Tremora. And with Crystal Shark and Theseus, we will then synchro summon into Icejade Gymir. Then we can activate Crystal Shark in the graveyard, targeting 1 water monster on the field, cutting its attack in half so we can special summon Crystal Shark. Now we can Eggsy summon into a rank 5 Eggsy Nash Knight. To summon Gymir with Aegriocassis, we can unequip it while it's equipped to a monster. We can special summon it from the hand with Icejade Tremora. Or we can special summon it from the deck with Icejade Manifestation if you have a water monster on the field and your opponent has a monster on the field or graveyard. Then we can special summon Aegriocassis from the deck. And with our level 3 monster, we can synchro summon into Icejade Gymir. So now we're going to take a look at one more combo involving Barrier Statue. So we're going to special summon baby Aegriocassis from the hand with Icejade Tremora. And because we already have the field spell, we're going to add Curse to the hand to get our curse lock going. Then we're going to normal summon Deep Sea Diva. Deep Sea Diva will then special summon Gymir from the deck, and then we can banish 3 cards from the top of our opponent's deck. Then we can synchro summon into Deep Sea Prima Donna. Targeting one of their banished cards, we will use Prima Donna to summon Barrier Statue from the deck. Then with baby Aegriocassis and Deep Sea Prima Donna, we can synchro into Icejade Gymir. We'll then activate our field spell. And then we'll activate Icejade Curse. So now our opponent cannot activate monster effects, and they cannot special summon anything but water monsters. So one of the biggest tools that Icejade has is that most people don't know what this deck does, and they don't really read the cards. So here the opponent uses Lightning Storm on Gymir, and the opponent scoops. If you're playing Icejades, one of the most fun you're going to have is against a branded deck. So here we're going to activate Icejade Gymir in response to our opponent's card activation, and because we responded to an opponent's card activation, we can banish that card. And for the rest of the turn, our opponent cannot banish or destroy any of our monsters, which is a pretty useful effect if you're going against branded and they try to banish your cards with Icejade. So here the opponent uses Branded Fusion and then special summons Icejade. Icejade is going to send one of their extra deck monsters to the graveyard to banish one monster on the field, but they can't banish our monster, so they have to banish their own. So their graveyard effect triggers, allowing them to special summon a Fallen of Albaz from the deck, and then using Fallen to fuse with our Icejade. But we're going to go ahead and flip over Icejade Erosion. We didn't really need to do that. It's going to trigger as soon as our Icejade Gymir leaves the field. So we can then special summon Icejade Aegriocassis from the deck. We're going to go ahead and attach Aegriocassis to baby Aegriocassis at the end phase. The opponent will set a Branded in red in the back row. Adding Theseus to the hand. Then they activate a Bestial in the hand to banish a Light or Dark from the graveyard. And because they use a card effect that banishes a card, we can then special summon Gymir from the graveyard. They activate Icejade again, but Gymir's effect is still lingering, and so they'll have to banish their own monster again. And on our main phase 1, we'll activate Aegriocassis to unequip it and special summon it. The opponent activates Branded in red. So they're going to go ahead and fuse into a Despia. They're going to bring back Icejade, so now its effect is active. So here we're just going to synchro summon into a Baron de Fleur. Now we can activate Manifestation, use it to special summon baby Aegriocassis, and then use baby Aegriocassis to add the field spell to our hand. We'll use the field spell to add Aegriocassis back to the hand so we can special summon it with Icejade Tremora. And before we can synchro summon again, our opponent scoops. So in this replay, we are up against Sky Strikers. We're going to normal summon Aegriocassis and then use Aegriocassis to add Curse to the hand. And then activate Curse. And that's really all we can do this turn. Cosmic Cyclone will then banish the Curse from the field. So here we're going to activate Max C. So they're not going to link summon anymore, and instead they're just going to end the turn. Fortunately, we did draw into a Pot of Prosperity, so we're going to unequip Aegriocassis. And the opponent's going to steal Aegriocassis. Now we can activate Pot of Prosperity. We'll use it to add Abyss Shark to the hand. We'll then special summon Abyss Shark and add Crystal Shark to the hand. Then we'll link into Marince's Coral Anemone. Use an enemy to bring back Baby Adrian, so we can activate its effect to add Icejade Cradle to the hand. We'll then add Cosmic Lore to the hand. Then we can special summon Cosmic Lore, so we can activate the field spell, and then tribute Cosmic Lore to summon Egyptian God Slime. Then we'll use Manifestation to summon Icejade Tremora from the deck, and then use Crystal Shark, locking us into Xyz for the rest of the turn, and then Xyz summoning into our Nash Knight. We'll use Nash Knight to attach C103 to it, and then rank up into CXZ Nash. CXZ Nash will detach one material, so we can then Xyz summon into our C103 Ragna Infinity. Now we are doing double damage with C103 thanks to Abyss Shark, but because we activated Pot of Prosperity, our damage is cut in half this turn. So we're not going to be able to one turn kill our opponent, so we're just going to do as much damage as we can. We'll then activate Ragna Infinity to banish a monster with attack different than its original attack, doing burn damage equal to that difference. And although we didn't do enough damage to finish the opponent off in battle, we will still be able to activate Ragna Infinity to banish a monster and deal burn damage. We're gonna wait for them to link summon because Sky Striker Ace can dodge the targeting effect. And now that they've link summoned, we'll activate Inian Cradle, lowering the attack of the opponent equal to C103. Then we'll target that link monster and banish it, dealing 1500 burn damage. And that's it for Icejades until Icejade Run is released. I'll see you guys next time.